If you're squeamish, you shouldn't watch this episode. This is insane. This is Black Hat negative AI SEO and solutions to fight it. This was shared on a new subreddit. It's AI SEO for beginners. That's the name of the subreddit. And the post is, Black Hat AI SEO is here. How do you fight back? This is wild. So it reads, my client just got hit with what looks like Black Hat AI SEO, and it's apparently becoming a new thing. Just like the good old SEO Black Hat days, AI SEO is going through the same evolution. One of my client's competitors apparently ordered a Black Hat AI SEO service that's posting fake negative review articles about my client's brand on many websites. Now, when you ask any LLM, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, all of them about this company, the LLMs provide completely wrong and negative information because the models are picking up these fake articles from these Black Hat service websites. So the AIs are doing a search for the name of the brand or the name of the brand plus review, and then these fake negative reviews are showing up and being synthesized by the AIs and given as output to the users. The post continues, we are completely stuck on how to deal with this. The website owners hosting these fake reviews don't reply to our takedown requests. We can't get the content removed, and the LLMs keep citing these sources when asked about the brand. It's basically character assassination through AI manipulation. Has anyone else dealt with this yet? What can you even do when competitors use Black Hat tactics to poison your brand's AI reputation? Traditional SEO had ways to fight negative SEO, but with AI search, it feels like we have even less control. Is the only option to flood the internet with positive content and hope the LLMs eventually weight that more heavily? Or are there other strategies people have found that actually work? This feels like a serious problem that's only going to get worse as more people figure out they can manipulate AI responses this way. So a link to this will be in the description for this episode. And I really like this top comment from one of the mods of the SEO subreddit, WebLinkrs, who I'm always sharing on this show. WebLinkrs posts some awesome stuff. And WebLinkrs kind of dispels actually the FUD from this post, the fear, uncertainty, doubt from this post. So WebLinkrs says, I have over 10,000 citations across LLMs. It's super easy. And then responding to the question is the only option to flood the internet with positive content and hope the LLMs eventually weight that more heavily. WebLinkrs says, good luck with that. LLMs are not research tools. They need human guidance. Secondly, LLMs don't have any indices. They are not search engines. Then responding to traditional SEO had ways to fight negative SEO. It's still the same. Then responding to AI search, it feels like we have even less control. WebLinkrs says, nope, nothing changed. What changed is that the LLMs modify the prompt query. So if you Google search for Microsoft hates Sam Altman and then put the same prompt into an LLM, you will get a different answer. The secret is to find the query fanout and modify the rank index or add it as a new one. So if you're trying to rank for why Microsoft hates Sam Altman, now you have to consider these queries. Microsoft Sam Altman relationship 2025, Microsoft criticism of Sam Altman, Microsoft OpenAI internal conflict Sam Altman. That's the best way to explain it. This is what it means. It means if you ask a question to ChatGPT and it searches the internet to give you an answer, it's going to use a different query than what you gave ChatGPT. It's going to modify the query, and then it's going to do this with something called a query fanout. It might use several queries. It might use 3 queries. So if you're asking Perplexity, why does Microsoft hate Sam Altman? Perplexity might do 3 different searches using the terms Microsoft Sam Altman relationship 2025, Microsoft criticism of Sam Altman, Microsoft OpenAI internal conflict Sam Altman. So WebLinkrs says, basically, when you rank for those 3, you can 100% change the tone and message. I set up an experiment months ago for the king of SEO to show that anyone can change this. Perplexity and Claude will help you break down the query fanout. And WebLinkrs recommends SEO Pub's, the tool from SEO Pub. SEO Pub is Mike Friedman, who was on this show previously. Mike Friedman is awesome. And Mike Friedman made a tool to detect query fanouts. And the link to that will be in the description for this episode. But if you want to do it yourself with ChatGPT, if you want to just see the query fanout yourself right now with ChatGPT, I made a viral short video on how to do this. This is what it is. How ChatGPT searches the web. ChatGPT won't actually tell you what it searches with. To see how ChatGPT searches the web, right-click, inspect, copy the numbers and letters after /C, go to network, refresh the page, you'll see something like this, paste the numbers and letters in, click on the orange eye, go to response, search this for queries. Then ChatGPT will show you exactly what it searched the web with. And this is different from what ChatGPT will tell you it searched with. Learn how to do SEO that works for AI at compactkeywords.com. So basically, you see what terms AI is searching the web for regarding questions around your brand and reviews and reputation, and then you rank for those terms. And, this actually happens all the time. There is a very famous SEO. There was a lawsuit about this SEO and digital marketer. And there's a lawsuit around this person. This person wanted to bury the lawsuit. So this person put out a bunch of videos on YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn targeting the person's name plus lawsuit. And it was about something entirely different. And when you search that person's name plus lawsuit, the stuff that this person didn't want to show up was buried on page 2 of Google or page 3 of Google, but just by posting all of this stuff, because user-generated content ranking so well, so easy, and it comes out on all platforms. So you just post a deluge of content using the terms, the brand name plus review plus like reputation, everything, and you can see what the queries are that are being searched with AI, and then target those queries exactly. There are some other alternatives. If it's a review platform like Trustpilot or Clutch, a lot of these platforms actually allow you to dispute or flag false bad reviews. The best way to do this, the best way to dispute a review is to do it thoughtfully, research the process for each platform because the process can be different, gather all the evidence, have ChatGPT help you fill out all the forms to make sure everything is done properly, everything is filled out properly. The worst way to fill out a dispute is emotionally. So you get a false bad review, you're emotional, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're tired. And if you go and fill out one of these disputes just really quickly while you are in that state, there's a good chance you're going to do it improperly. And it's going to make it more likely that mistakes will be made, and these mistakes will lead to your review request, your review takedown not being accepted. Now, this original post says these fake reviews don't reply to our takedown requests. So in this case, burying it, finding the exact queries and burying it is a better solution. But sometimes you do receive false negative reviews, and you can do this. There's also, this is for Google Business Profile. It's a new tool. It's the Report Negative Review Extortion Scams tool. It was shared. I first read about it on Search Engine Roundtable. And Barry Schwartz, who wrote the author, says that it actually works. So this is actually what Google says about this. Extortion scams are a serious policy violation, and Google is committed to helping protect businesses from these scams. These scams may involve a sudden increase in 1-star and 2-star reviews on your Google business profile, followed by someone demanding money, goods, or services in exchange for removing the negative reviews. So if this happens, don't engage or pay the malicious individuals. This can encourage further attempts and doesn't guarantee the removal of reviews. Don't try to resolve it yourself by offering money or services. Gather all evidence immediately. The sooner you collect proof, the better. And then report all relevant communication you receive in the form. That's, again, for Google's Report Negative Review Extortion Scams on Google Business Profile. Now, the thing is, to WebLinkrs' point, LLMs will modify the query when doing a search, and they might not always use the same queries, or the queries might change over time. So I want to share this comment because it is a bit relevant just to cover more surface area and protect yourself in the future. So this comes from Dashosh on Reddit, who says, "You have barely 2 options. Flood the zone with positive content and publish high-quality articles, case studies, press releases on reputable sites, get featured in industry publications, local news, podcasts. The more legitimate, positive content exists, the more it dilutes the fake stuff in training data and retrieval systems. It's more so about in search. And try to go ahead with legal action if you can identify the competitor or the Black Hat service. Defamation lawsuit is on the table. This is expensive, but might be necessary if it's causing real business damage." All right, so this is my perspective on this. And what WebLinkrs said was spot on. But I want to address, because you might feel if something like this happens to you, should you just quit? Should you give up? Should you rebrand? Well, rebranding in 301 redirecting, it's not the worst solution, but it's also not the best, especially if you're established. My advice is think of it like this. Generally speaking, time will smooth out awful things like this. In a few years, as you continue doing good marketing, as you continue getting press, as you continue doing link building and SEO, something this bad will be seen like more of a speed bump. But in the moment, it will feel terrible. And so with a lot of what I talk about on this podcast, take a long-term view when it comes to things like this. Because again, years into the future, this will be a speed bump. That's why it is always, in my opinion, that's why it is always best to take a long-term view. If you would like to learn more, especially about link building and SEO, my course Compact Keywords is meant for this. It's doing SEO that gets customers and everything that is necessary to do that. You can learn more and watch video testimonials at compactkeywords.com. The video testimonials will rock your socks. There are some good ones. And the video at the top of the landing page really explains the method and how it's different from other methods. That is at compactkeywords.com. And this is episode 865 of The Edward Show. This is my daily digital marketing podcast, 865 days in a row doing this podcast. If you watched on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you listened on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, thank you so much for listening. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.